Hello, my friends. Ivan Oberon here, your leadership, success, and real estate investing life coach and speaker, coming to you with another tip of the mindset and principles of the world class and champions out there. And today's tip is going to be that champions are driven. Hey, what's up, Brian? Champions are driven by emotional motivators. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that the average person is primarily motivated by extrinsic motivators, meaning just money, material things, material possessions, experiences, things of that nature. Where champions are motivated by intrinsic things, meaning emotional connections. They make an emotional connection, and you've heard it referred to as your why, right? Everybody tells you, what is your why? What's your real reason for doing this, for putting in this hard work? You see, the reality is that these extrinsic motivators are very short-lived. The idea of having more money or the idea of doing this thing or accomplishing this particular task or reaching this particular pinnacle in your life is not as strong enough as what am I actually going to do with it? What kind of benefit am I going to have? How is my family going to benefit from this? How am I going to be able to contribute and give to society? So that's the emotional connection that will actually drive you and get you out of bed in the morning when things get tough. When things become a challenge. Because guess what? Even when you have momentum behind you, challenges will come. And you'll need those intrinsic motivators to keep you going. And so that's what champions do. And so here are some questions, some takeaways that you can use right after we get off of this or later on in the day that you can ask yourself. The first thing you want to ask yourself is, what am I willing to fight for? What are you really willing to fight for? And write that down. What's important to you? What's behind that? And why are you willing to do it? What values do I hold dearest to me and in my heart? That's going to reveal a lot about who you are and what you want to accomplish in your life and the value that you want to add to other people through your efforts and through your successes. What values would you be willing to die for? That's a whole nother level, right? That's going to really burn down into what's really important to you and what you want to do. Next question you would ask yourself is, if you could achieve any single thing, what would make all the hard work worth the struggle and worth the pain? Man, that's a really good question, right? What one thing that you focused on would make everything worth the struggle? Because it is. It's a joy and it's a growing process, and we know that we have to fail and struggle and go through difficulties in order for us to grow and move forward. So let's identify the thing that we'd be willing to go through that for, that make it worthwhile. And finally, ask yourself, if I had 30 seconds left to live, what would I tell my children are the three most important things I learned about how to live a good life? And spend some time doing this. Actually set yourself aside, put some distractions away. I recommend that you do an exercise like this during your morning transformation ritual. And if you don't know what that is, connect with me. Let's talk about it. You can go to ivanoberon.com, and all my social media profiles and stuff are at the top of my page. You can see a little bit about what I'm about. And if you want another resource that kind of plays in line with this whole concept, you can read a book called Authentic Happiness by Martin Seligman. Yeah. And that's another book that you can read along these lines, so you can really connect with what it is that your driving motivators are. And so there's some differences for you guys, some quick takeaways. Remember to connect with that emotional reason for why you're doing this, why you're doing the work, rather than just, hey, I'm going to have this money, I'm going to have this car, I want to have this position, I want to have this role in my life, because those aren't strong enough motivators. Make that emotional connection and get out there and make it happen. Thanks for tuning in with me, guys, and for all the hearts. Again, connect with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, but really I respond the most on Facebook. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, any comments. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Until next time, remember to hold your vision for the life you want to create. Take care, guys. We'll catch you next time.